Hello and welcome back to B Mart Garage, and today we are going to be looking at we're going to be testing and reviewing. Typically at this point it is just a review, but I figure let's go ahead and throw a test into this as well. We're going to send these two up against a drag race as well as a treadmill race is what I'm going to call it. Sorry, couldn't think of the word there. So, these are kind of nicer vehicles. So this here is made by Majorette, I guess is how you say that. But when you look at the back here, it says imported by Jada Toy Inc., which, if you guys remember, Jada was the one that made this car here, this Mustang, which I really like, mind you. I think it's a really pretty looking car. It's called Pink Slips there on the side of it. Pretty decent detail. Opens the trunk as well as doors. Wish there was more detail on the door than there is, but that's okay. Okay, anyways, get that out of the way. I'm probably going to need a screwdriver, but that's okay, I have one. It's locked up though, of course. So far, I mean, like, first look at in the package. Let's talk about what we have here. We got a 1965 Shelby GT350. I said 500. That's what I want it to be. But this here GT350 was a Ford Mustang. In case you guys don't know that. I'm assuming most of you do, though, considering we're here. But this is actually a pretty nice looking car. So 1/64 scale, that's what I kind of target here on this channel. Metal chassis, rubber tires, and then a showcase. So rubber tires, looks to check out. Metal chassis, that means the bottom of it is going to be metal. Unlike this Jada here, that's plastic. I'm assuming that's what they mean by chassis. But, let's go ahead and take a look at this other one real quick. This is a 1969 Ford Torino Talladega. I know this as a 1969 Ford Grand Torino. Pretty sure it's just the same thing. This Talladega version is probably the Grand before they started offering the Grand version of it. So, like, you know, the souped up version with the 429 Cobra Jet engine in it, even though it may have not been a Cobra Jet at the time. But anyways, though, got ourselves the big 429 big block 7.0 liter with 68 all over it. Pretty clean looking car, if I'm being honest with you. Actually, I really dig this thing. It looks like it has a metal bottom too. Yeah, metal on metal real riders. Then got some actually pretty nasty back tires. This thing is probably going to roll pretty well. This Shelby here, this is probably going to be more of a showcase type of ordeal. So let's go ahead and open up this Gran Torino first, this Talladega version. I keep on calling it a Gran Torino. My dad owns some Gran Torinos, a couple of them, so I'm kind of familiar with this model of vehicle here. But there we go, coming out of the package here. Actually, A really nice looking car, I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of the sponsorships that they have up on here. Yeah. These are rubber tires. They're real good Goodyear tires with the skinnies in the front and the chubbies in the back. Dang. It rolls pretty nice too. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got this new track here that help things roll. It also seems like there's, move this up just a little bit of wiggle room. So if you're case about wondering about the width of this vehicle, it could definitely easily go into some tracks and have some play. But it doesn't look like this one is really anything special. I have a feeling this is probably going to do really well on the treadmill because it is heavy and it's going to want to just hang down anyways. Gravity's just going to want to take over. But let's check out our showcase vehicle here. I may need my industrial scissors for this, but we'll see. No, I don't need my industrial scissors for this. Very nice. I love it when things are easy like this. Oh man. And it's just a single screw too. Something tells me I'm really probably not supposed to be taking this out of the case. Yep, and hood does not open. I feel like real rubber wheels though. And that was a tongue twister there for a second. Real rubber wheels. Oh god dang. Edit that part out. But okay. Now that I've grabbed a screwdriver here, let's hope it's not too big. Oh, just barely. Well, I mean like just barely. I mean like I got so lucky. Careful now. Jimmy boy, let's not strip this thing out. Oh, we're not there yet. This is one long screw. Okay. Now that we have that out of the way, we can actually take a look at the car here. Definitely plastic. This is also a Majorette. Oh wait, I knew that. Yeah, that was the what I was talking about. Did it claim metal on metal for this, or no? Am I just tripping? Oh, it just claims metal up there at the top, but other than that, that's it. Okay. This thing got rubber wheels, and they are freaking stuck. This here is definitely a show car. Not something you ride around with. Look at that, look at that. The back wheels don't even move. This went from a test to just a straight up review, because there's no way I can race these two. This thing is obviously going to win. I mean, this thing can't even move out of its own way. I'm almost halfway thinking about putting it back in its case, if I'm being completely honest with you. Wonder how hard that would be. Or if I gotta be spun the other way or something. Ha! Why did that make a difference? I don't know, but it did. Why? Because things like that are just goofy in life. Now, I'll only get it out maybe like a halfway screwed, because truly, does it really need to be screwed up like that? Okay. Well, looks like I'm adding more over to my collection of nice things. Nice Hot Wheels. And I also have this pink slips pocket holder. Well, anyways, I apologize. This went from a review slash test to just a review. So, if you guys enjoyed this content, please throw a like down at the bottom. If you want to see more content like this, a subscribe in my way would be awesome, but I'm not forcing you to. From here, all I gotta really say is thank you, and this has been B-Mart Garage. Okay, change of directions. I apologize, guys. It's been a few days since I recorded that last video clip. At the end of that clip, instead of racing these two vehicles here, we're actually going to drag race these two vehicles instead, because this one doesn't roll very well. I feel like I mentioned that in the video, but I wasn't quite sure where I left off at or how I wanted to do that. So when I go to edit everything, I might be repeating myself here, but that's okay. If you guys haven't seen this truck yet, look out for a video where I'm reviewing this. This is a pretty cool truck if you ask me. Anyways, let's go ahead and drag race these two cars now. So let's get to the strip. Okay, we're gonna try this out right now, but my cat very well may attack it. So we're gonna try to launch these at the same exact time here. I got them both lined up as best as I can. Alright, we're gonna go one finger so it's as lined up as possible. Alright, you ready? 3, 2, 1. We're gonna see if we make it to the end here. Okay, so one car made it to the end, but the old Torino here only made it about 3/4 of the way, give or take. But it didn't actually look like the Jada Mustang made it all the way either. But that's okay though. We're gonna have to measure this out and find out what exactly this strip here is off of a booster. how far can these cars roll. Alright, we're gonna go get the tape measure and find out. Okay, we just got done finishing marking all of this out. The way I did it was from the back end of this, because you can't really measure each car. It's gonna have a different length to it, especially like your dragster vehicles, Hot Wheels. So I wanted to make sure that it was being taken from the back, the measurement, and I did it for both ones separately. It's not like I just like drew a line right across. I actually pulled the tape measure twice down. Hello, meow. 20 feet on each one is just slightly under, or just slightly over 20 foot. So we're going to run another test with more of these down here to show how it might go. That way you can kind of see the end a little bit better. Okay. Hopefully my cat doesn't mess this up. Alright, Sammy, watch out. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Once again, we only came, actually a little bit less this time. We didn't even make it halfway, just slightly over 12 foot, maybe about an inch and a half over 12 foot. And Sammy just ruined our next one over here. It looks like it didn't quite make it to 20 foot. Looked like it was just over 19. If Sammy didn't mess with it, apologies. So these Jada cars, after our 2 tests, have not made it to the end yet, and are Hot Wheels. Okay, apologies, I had a lot of disturbance there. Where was I at? I was talking about this Ford Torino not being able to make it as far. So, in conclusion, I feel like we should do maybe one more race just to really justify where this here lands. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Now, mind you, this isn't the most straight thing in the world. You definitely see a curve to it. Sammy, stop freaking touching it. I think it actually made it to the 20-foot mark that time. But my lovely little cat here, this is her favorite thing in the world, is the Chase Matchbox cars. So, anyways, hopefully this video kind of gives you an idea on how the Jada cars roll compared to the all-metal nice. Now, mind you, I feel like this may roll better if it was like being weighted downhill, because you gotta take in consideration I'm using a pusher to push these things as far as it goes. So weight actually isn't the best thing in the world for this. It actually slows it down over time. Anyways, let's go talk about this a little bit more elsewhere. Okay, I feel like this video here has gone on long enough. We found out that these rubber wheels and this heavy body just may not be the best thing for the Torino Talladega edition. Or at least for the test that we're doing here on the push track, where I feel like most of you would be probably doing that compared to the weighted track, like letting it just gravity take it, you know. In the gravity races, I feel like this probably would do pretty well. We're gonna have to put it on the treadmill race to find out how it does there. That will be a future video. For now, I feel like this is a pretty good test. This Jada car seems to be, I mean, honestly, probably one of the best bangs for your buck. I mean, like, the realism is pretty good for the most part. It obviously rolls really well, goes about 18 to 19, a little bit 20 possibly even foot. So I mean, it's a very movable car if you're trying to, you know, still play with it, but you're trying to have, you know, a little bit more realism from it compared to a Matchbox. You know, you want your doors to open, or your trunk to, you know, open up. I feel like the hoods probably open up in different Jadas as well. I just need to buy them. Oh, and I forgot to talk about the independent front suspension here. That's actually pretty cool. So something to take into consideration, where you don't really have a suspension in your Hot Wheels here, but that's that, you know, $4 to $5 difference right there between the two. Or actually, I don't know if there really is a dollar difference between the two in these ones, so the Jada may actually be the better bang for the buck. Anyways, let's go ahead and end this video here. Let me know down in the comment section what kind of vehicles you guys want to see me test next on this drag strip that I have in my basement. That goes about 20 foot. I feel like it's a fair distance. Hopefully when we start to test out more Hot Wheels, we'll actually be able to go the whole distance, and we'll actually be able to like race them to find out like who's faster, because more or less this was kind of a distance thing with these ones. In the future, hopefully it'll be a little bit different. Anyways, I'm talking too long. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, throw a thumbs up. If you like this channel, please throw me a subscribe. That would be awesome. If you guys want to see more videos like this, comment down below what you want to see. My name is B Mart Garage, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.